for this one too. So open up new layer, and then you guys know the drill. Line tool, horizon line, and then go one shape at a time. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to figure out, because this is a rounded form, so I want to figure out where the edge of my shadow is going to fall. So I'm just going to drag a line out from this point right here. I'm going to see if this works, to the edge. And then from that edge, so this is another reference point that I can use for my line tool when I need to strike down with the sun. So that's me adding information when it's not there. So I'm going to do the same thing up here. I don't really need it because I'm just going to I'm just going to use that edge. And that's okay. All right, I'm going to add a new layer, Command Save. And then I'm going to make it orange. All right, I'm going to do the panel first because that's the easiest one. Oops, actually I forgot something with the panel. All right, so right here we have this shape. So it too is going to cast a funky shadow. So I need to figure out where that's going to end up. So I'm going to Command Z, here we go. So I need to actually put a little bit of additional information in here. So I'm going to draw a little plumb line down from this corner down to the edge of the shape right here. And I actually need that to do this. There we go. All right, so I'm going to go back to that layer I made, Command Save, and then make it orange. Tap U on the keyboard, and then I'm just going to do that back shape first because that's going to be the easy one. So I'm going to strike through each of my corners. I'm actually going to make it longer. And then I'm going to do the top right here too. So this line. Okay, all right, so I'm going to make a new layer and I'm just going to outline the cast shadow really quick. Just so I can see it. I'm going to hit Command Save. All right, now I'm going to I'm going to turn this off. That way it's just easier for me to see. Now I'm going to figure out the cast shadow for the log down here. All right, that's a blank layer. Very good. All right, I'm going to make this one a little bit more red. Oops, stop floating. Come back here. I'm going to zoom out a little. Tap U. And then from the sun, I'm going to strike through this line. All right, that's going to be tough because those lines are basically just overlapping right through each other. So I'm going to do, let's see. And it's not going to work. All right, I'll just do the top of line right here. I'm just going to do the edge of the ellipse right here. Let me see if that'll work. Okay, and that basically falls almost right on that line there. So this is going to be a bit of a tricky one. Let me back this up actually. All right, I need to figure out where bottom line for that log is going to go. The lines are pretty close to each other, so it makes it a little harder. All right, let's see how we do. All right, I'm going to take the ellipse tool and I'm going to switch it to shape. And I'm going to drag that shape out. And let's see, I'm going to just touch the bottom right here. There we go. And that looks pretty good. I think that's passable. Okay. Well, let me do it again. I don't have confidence. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay. This is why. There we go. So I'm going to use the cast shadow on the log right here. That's what I'm missing. Go across. Okay. And then that's where we need to put down the ellipse right here in this little corner. Gets a little jumbled because of all the lines. So let's see if I can turn any of these off. Yeah, that'll probably be okay. Right, there we go. All right, now this should make more sense. So I'm gonna grab the ellipse tool, switch it, hold shift, and then I'll get that perfect circle. And I'm going to hold command, you get the white arrow. And then I'm going to drag it out and outline my shape. Okay, there we go. Okay, that looks much better. All right, now we're going to add a new layer, save. And then I'm going to turn these work layers off so I can see my work that I've finished. There we go. I'm going to leave that one on. I'm going to leave those ones on. All right, now we're going to outline the shadow. So I'm going to tap L, get the polygon tool, or polygon lasso tool. And I'm going to start with, I'm just going to start right here on the corner. Oops. And then I'm just going to go around the edge of my log right here. And then I'm going to draw them all as one big shadow. And join them together. Tap G for gradient. Oops. Oh, you know what? Tap L and get the back panel too. Hold Shift and you can get them selected in one go together. There we go. Then tap G on your keyboard and change it to black. There we go. Deselect and then zoom out, Command Save, and there we go. All right, next I'm going to do back panel one right here. I'm going to tap L on my keyboard, and then I'm just going to outline the whole thing back here. And then tap G, zoom out. Okay, deselect, Command Save, and then zoom back in. All right, cool. So it looks like most of this is in shadow except for like this little tiny sliver right here. So I'm going to tap L on my keyboard. I'm going to go around in a circle for this side of that log right here. Deselect, okay, and then I'm going to outline this log too. Okay, deselect. All right, and then I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to erase this out right here. Just this little sliver of light that's kind of popping through. All right, and then there you go. That's what it should look like. So you can come in here with the eraser tool too and just kind of clean up those edges if you kind of get a little too jagged of an edge with your selection. That's okay. So just come in here and touch it up. So now we're starting to get into some digital painting techniques. So we're starting with some basics. So I'm going to hold Shift and kind of get rid of it like that.